All right, redneck, welcome to Band World. Big up Liquid Richard. Permaban has been seriously. If you continue to say Richard, whether you're a sub or not,
I'm just going to get rid of you for 24 hours.
I'm banning anybody trying to give me advice. All right, ban everybody. All right. What up, everybody? Taking that camera angle. Well, it's just people always ask what I want to eat, and I have multiple web cameras. Why am I so pushed in? Different desk. Different desk. Like this one sits about an inch higher than my last desk. I mean, like hiding my stomach like this. Different desk. Is that the elderly? Well, let's bring this up here. I don't have this camera completely like tuned in yet. Just to let you know what my dinner is. I have 3 orange slices and half a cup of grapes, and I got grilled chicken, and I got some honey mustard to go with the grilled chicken. And there's a cat. Oh, I'm not muted. No, I'm not muted. A little quiet might be a thing, though. How about that? Is that better? Is that better? Don't pay attention to the back here. Like, my office is a mess right now. Like, I literally had to tear it apart to get this desk in here. This desk is like 8 feet long. I don't have it hooked up yet. Like, the standing thing's over here. I got this desk for $100. $120 actually. It retails for $750, but somebody was wanting to get rid of it. They were like, "Hey, $150 and you can take it." I offered $120. They said, "Come pick it up." I mean, it's got like LED lights and like it's like the ability to stand up and lower it and stuff like that. Can hold like 250 pounds or whatever it might be. Actually I don't have the standing part hooked up right now because the power cable is out in my truck. Yes, I am. Today I am $399. 399.6 pounds. I mean, some people like watching people eat. I'm about full. I literally have a mile of desk that way. I can turn the camera on. See, like I also have it on this side too, but like I don't know what to do with it. Like normally this is what the camera angle would look like, but like for some reason like it's different from the other scene, right? If you go to this scene and you add the camera, like it's not as gray. I don't know. Like I've always had issues with this camera. This is the big camera Keemstar bought us for the podcast show. Not the podcast show, but like Local Live. Well, it says, "Hey, would you take 120 for this?" And the response was yes. Cool. What would be a good time to pick it up? After 3 today would be good. What time did I leave the stream the other day? Right around 3. Okay, if you could give me a pickup location, I'll see you sometime after 3 p.m. Eastern. I'll give a heads up. Do a desk tour. There's my wedding ring. There's you guys. This is my monitor I play on. This is the capture monitor. This is my keyboard. This is my Apple Watch. Let me flip this over. That's my wallet. And there is LexiPro. There's your desk tour. I gotta clean up behind me. Like, there's like a trash can, and there's like all these cables that were underneath my desk that I don't know where the fuck they go to, and I got like a box. I got a TV outside. Yeah, my thought process would like especially when you work from home, you shouldn't have a TV in the office that you work from home. Like, you like when you go into your area should be strictly for like working, which is kind of messed up because I play video games for a living for the most part. So like sometimes you got to play video games. But when you get in there, you get a mindset, all right, what can I do to push something forward versus like just having like, because I've always thought about like putting like a flat screen TV up here. Like just a big flat screen TV and use it like another monitor. And like do it that way. So I could like watch my YouTube videos up there while I'm doing stuff here. But like I think that would like hurt me. So just make sure like when you go for OBS, you go for the legitimate OBS. You like the high country Silverado trim? Way too expensive. Way too expensive. And I haven't given them the Dead Space Let's Play. Like I just slowed down on it because like I felt like it was pushing me out of the algorithm for people's sub boxes. Since a lot of people didn't interact with the videos, they kind of like started taking my videos out of sub boxes, and the whole purpose of that is so people interact with the video. And when they interact with the video, they see that I'm live streaming, or they click the video and they'll see that the live stream pop up. You know, it's to attract new viewers, and it's not doing that. I'm gonna finish uploading it, but I'm just gonna do it like every 3 days now instead of once a day. Once a day. Like every 3 days, I'm gonna pop it in. I didn't, it's just a side effect I didn't see coming. YouTube promotes people that are interacting an algorithm, right? Like if you like videos and comment on videos and like constantly watch somebody's videos, you'll get more from that channel. If you don't interact with, like say you don't, for example, let's say somebody does a series of videos you don't like, right? And you just don't click on them for like a month. Well, that channel will very rarely come back into your feed, right? When he uploads new videos, it won't go into your feed, right? So you have to literally seek out and interact with that channel again to get it back into your feed. It's kind of like Facebook. You ever notice on Facebook that your great aunt, who only uploads like crazy right-wing conspiracy theories that you never interact with, will some days disappear, but they haven't unfriended you and they're still posting? You only see things that you interact with. Like if you hit the like button on like some girl's pictures, that girl's timeline will constantly stay on your timeline versus your great aunt's. Same thing with YouTube. If you interact with if you're constantly interacting with my stream will pop up, and that's the reason you do long form content, to get people interacting. And like the Dead Space thing is counterproductive for that right now. I don't want to be one without getting paid for it. Dude, I'd love to have Queso on. Like if Queso is willing to come on, I will more than happily make it happen for him. Because like our Wendigoon episode did wonderful. Like in comparison, like granted the original videos have more views, like the very first one, but like like our Wendigoon episode. Let's see, where are we at? Video is at 45,000, and like it'll probably be at 50 or 60,000 by the time like a week goes by. Like it's comparatively, yeah, like it's all doing well. Like I'm happy where the podcast is going because it's two different pieces of entertainment. Doing like very aggro drama centered podcasting was very draining. Like I don't mind doing the live show where like you're witty. Like the problem I had is like I'd go on the live show, had to be witty and in your face for like 2.5 hours, go to bed, wake up, and then do it again for another hour and 10 minutes on the thing. I asked White Boy on the podcast because people actually requested him, and White Boy said he would do it if Tommy wasn't on. So this White Boy doesn't like Tommy. He doesn't want to be a part of it. I think Tommy's awesome. Like, I feel like Tommy's less replaceable than Boogie is, and not that Boogie is replaceable, but if you had to replace somebody other than me, I think Tommy brings more value than Boogie does, because Tommy knows all the drama, all the shit, and he's eloquent. He knows what he's doing. Like Tommy is a good base for the show. Give the tips on how to find the right person. That's easy. Finding the right person is easy. You find a person that gives a lot of value to your life that thinks you give a lot of value to their life. The problem with a lot of relationships is people try to force it. They just try to force it. They be like, okay, I really like this aspect about the person, or like the sex is great, but everything else is kind of like flaky. Like he's like, you see a lot of girls they'll get hooked on like really good sex, and then the dude be a piece of shit that doesn't want to work, or hits on them or something like that, and they'll still try to make it work because they like certain aspects about the guy, or the guy likes certain aspects about the girl, and they just try to force it, or they end up having a baby, and now they're hooked at the hip with each other because they created a life that they got to help support. And that's where most people mess up. Yeah, I'm done for tonight, Eli. See, like what Luke's saying, if a girl will listen to your nerdy interests, she's the one. See, I never liked nerd girls. I dated a nerd girl one time, and like there's things about nerd girls I don't like. Nerd girls usually don't wear perfume. They usually don't do any kind of like makeup, which give or take, different strokes, different folks there. But like they generally don't try to do their hair, or like get their hair done or curl their hair. They don't dress girly. Like me, I like my women in dresses, right? I like when Kelly dresses up. I like when Kelly has nice bras on. I like when Kelly shows off her curves. That's what I like as a person. And I know this about myself. And like a lot of nerd girls don't really do that stuff. They'll play video games. They'll play like Baldur's Gate. They'll be into arts and crafts and things like that. And like you're looking at a nerd girl as like, oh, it's a girl, it's like a guy friend that I can play video games with that we can fuck. But life's a lot more deeper than that, right? Like there's a saying that opposites attract. You got to have different interests, and you got to like intrigue each other. Like if you can't each bring something to the table that helps benefit somebody else's life, your relationship's never going to work out. Like if you're a guy and you're 100% able to live on your own, and the female brings nothing to the table to make your life better, what's going to end up happening is the female is going to feel unloved and unneeded, and that's going to cause a whole nother set of issues. But if she brings something to the table that you enjoy, whatever it might be, right? Maybe she makes a really good piece of fried chicken, right? You should shower her with compliments, whatever it might be, and make sure that you keep letting them know that this helps me. This helps makes my life better. Kelly's Auburn. Like she's like a mixture between red and brunette. Like most of Kelly's family's redhead, but she's a little mixture of red and brunette. right? My Coca-Cola dish doesn't make me steal stuff. You're right, but like Coke is also easy enough to afford. Like, if realistically, like I can catch sales on Walgreens and get like cans of Coke for like 38 cents, but I try not to do that. Like you always see me have like this, this is the most expensive way to buy Coca-Cola. But the reason I do this is because it also limits how much Coke I'm willing to buy. Like I can go to Walgreens and get 36 cans for like $12, right? It comes out to be like 30 or 38 to 40 cents a can, and that's 12 ounces. This is 20 ounces, and I get these for like 2 for $3.75, right? So then it's like $4 for 40 ounces. Versus I can get 130 ounces for that same $4. Can you shout out King Bear and Cat? Big ups King Bear and Cat. I don't know who you are. Appreciate the $10, man. I don't like Coke Zero. Like Coke Zero to me is like, it's like getting. You ever like order something at a restaurant or something and they give you the wrong item? Like for example, sweet tea. You order a sweet tea, but they give you unsweet tea, and you go in there and you're like, all right, this sweet tea's about to be fucking fire, and you're like, oh, and you have a whole different expectation. That's what Coke Zero is to me. Everybody says it looks, tastes, and everything like Coca-Cola. No, it doesn't. Coke Zero tastes better than Diet Coke, but is not Coca-Cola. Like not only are you appalled, but you hit that with an expectation, and the expectation was 100% down. Like it just makes you feel bad. It's like, oh, I don't get my sweet tea. All right, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go there. Thanks everybody for coming out. Big ups to Scott for the $50 donation. Thank you so much. Thanks, thank you again, Agent Smith. Thank you, Divine Tiger. Thank you, Frankers thank you, Roy Fletcher for the $50 donation. Thank you, NBA Youngboy for like the $30 donation. Thank you, Quickness. Thank you, Mr. Day. Thank you, Han Solo for the donations. Thank you, Zenith and Shingo for the memberships. Appreciate everybody for coming out. Thank you, JL. Thanks everybody for holding your boy down. I'll see you guys tomorrow.